going on.
Tower is under attack.
And now Brewmaster is level 6, has enough mana for Clap as well as Primal Split, so Snaking has to play very scared in the mid lane, especially since he is working on his way towards the Hand of Midas. 1437, not quite level 6 yet, surprisingly. And
he did get slowed down a bit by some of his camps being blocked in. He'll take over the mid lane while Shadow Fiend does some neutraling.
Fogged is just waiting.
Do you feel like this Rubik AA support duo has been effective enough with their roaming and rotations?
If they didn't get the kill on Snaking, then I would have said no, but since they did, I think it's been okay.
Well, they are the two lowest levels in the game, both level 3 to the level 4 Skywrath and level 5 Skywrath and Enigma now, but they're getting lots of movement from NaVi. They go bottom, they're looking for the kill on Fog, they get it, but they may pay for this one. Kurok gets one. He's looking for a second. Our boss is in the trees, has a TP scroll, but the Midnight Pulse, they'll spot him out. And
great ultimate by Kurok.
2 kills going the way of NaVi.
Yeah, in the mid lane, Snaking trying to run away from the Brewlings.
Need another toss. They've got the vision here, and the immolation, the Fire Panda should be enough. One more last hit gets the kill there. Funnick's on the run now. The TP coming in from Skywrath, Mace concussive shot and an Ancient Seal. This is going to be maybe enough damage. One more Arcane Bolt. Funnick is going to go down. Nice rotation from Fog. Gets the counter kill there. That gets him level 6. Support Skywrath 7.5 minutes in, suddenly level 6 is a huge deal for NaVi USA.
And not only that, it was a Brewmaster ultimate expended too, so Snaking can probably farm his Hand of Midas off the back of that.
Yeah.
And Brax also gets a lot of room on top, level 7. And Nagasaran actually struggles to farm against a Timbersaw in the lane generally, especially once he gets his Arcane boost, which he will have in just cool. On the flip side, Kuroki gets his... They're gonna have to worry about this Queen of Pain though. 1100 gold, and he loves to rush his Orchid, although I don't know if this is the correct game for it. Avos is level 6, they're going to have to use a Ravage for this.
I mean, you said worry about the Queen of Pain, let's go. Let's maybe start with the Ravage. Will he get the blink up in time? No, he won't. The reaction time's not there from Korok. They're going to lift into a cold feet, and Korok still gets a blink off. He's out of range. One more right click will just barely be enough. By the skin of their teeth, they get that kill. The last right click only barely coming in. Havos, his Ravage just barely clipping it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Funnick needs to be careful. Here comes 1437. Malefice not available. He gets blocked off. It is just level 1 Malefice as well.
I'm surprised they didn't lead with Kuroki. Korok saw him. He just ran right up to him and didn't blink away in time, not thinking that there was 2 smoke supports behind him. But I think he was playing generally very safe up until that point.
Dendi at top. Now he's been ganked. That's your level 6 Skywrath Mage. Comes in with an Ancient during that Orchid silence timing.
I'm not the biggest fan of the no Gush Tidehunter, especially at level 8. They need some sort of catch, especially with not having Blink Dagger. AAO comes out in mid, narrowly misses Korok. He is well on his way to his Orchid too, and that's going to spell a lot of problems for Funnick.
Yeah, that's, they've already got the Ancient Seal, but the Orchid on top of that means you can silence the Tide while focusing down Funnick and just not make sure you don't put the Kraken on the Tide so he can't get off a Ravage in a big team fight, and that's where there's nothing really to protect Funnick. Like, there's a telekinesis maybe, but that's not going to be a turning factor here. Havos to bottom lane. 1437 wants him, has a Midnight Pulse into a Black Hole. He wants to go for this one, it looks like. USA, Snaking is going to bring him down with the double Raisin. It's another kill going the way of NaVi USA as they get 1500 gold on Snaking, buys his Ogre Club on way to BKB with Tread's Midas already complete. He's top of the net worth chart right now, and considering he did get ganked a couple times in mid lane, did die twice, he's really recovered fantastically well.
I don't know about this Nagasaran pick. I'm not sure if it's going to pan out. They are on the cusp of losing all sorts of map control and just have still the Ravage. We've seen one time get a solo kill on Korok. Aside from that,
the sleep at top. Brax was trying to just go in and get aggressive on Dendi, but backup has arrived. They're going to try and bring down Brax himself. They've got 3 heroes. The Timber Chain out with an Ice Blast. That's a good song. I like that use there from Dendi. It helps get set up a nice kill there and also create some space to farm, because he was struggling to farm against the Timbersaw harass.
Yeah, and he gives him some much needed levels, but at the same time, NaVi will not give that kill unresponded, and Funnick.
He thought about an ultimate there, but he missed the clap. It's a level 2 ulti as well, so he's going to actually throw it out. Korok, is he going to be the target here? Does it blink again in 5 seconds time? They're going to try to bring him. They can do so with the telekinesis. Next on the menu is Fogged, and boy does he taste good. Fogged is going to be brought down by the Primal Split. Tries to get some counter kills there with the ultimate, but not enough damage there. Funnick somehow hit level 11, had a level 2 Primal Split. That does huge damage output as NaVi USA get caught by surprise in the mid lane.
They should not have tried to go for that. If Korok had max Blink, then maybe, but he only has level 2 in Blink, and he just got caught by a simple Hurl Boulder.
Yeah, he blinked in, and then Funnick's like, I can kill you. Like, you're level 9. You've got at most level 3 Blink. with an 8-second cooldown, and only if he had the 6-second max blink was he ever going to get a second blink off to escape. So
that's exactly what NaVi needed, though. They got 3 kills off the back of their ultimates, and they just need to get mileage out of it. If NaVi US plays passively and just outfarms, they will heavily outfarm the Naga Siren at this pace.
Still 3 heroes looking for more action in the mid lane. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it looks like Skywrath Mage rotated in to join the Enigma. This tower's already deniable, so they want to try and get this tower. Not to mention they want to try and kill up Havos here, and Havos will just get sniped.
He has his blink dagger though, so it's not the biggest deal.
The tier 2 tower's deniable. It looks like NaVi US failed smoke gank and Snake King sees him TP out, so now he knows it's safe to farm here at the bottom lane.
Radiant status, 600 gold away. Korok has his Orchid by the ball dash.
Ooh, he uses a Ravage, and with the Ice Blast, he almost gets out of this one. Okay, Fog will get the kill, but he may pay for it with his life. No, he doesn't shatter. They kill Havos once again.
Where's his
Havos
team
is
at?
getting, well, where's Havos at? Is the other question his team might ask.
True.
He was off in no man's land. His team had just gone for a smoke bottom lane and had to TP out, so.
Korok has to be scared. They might initiate on him with a Song of the Siren. He's so aggressive. He's trying to harass Dendi at Dendi's T2 tower.
They know that Radiance is coming and coming soon. They want us to do anything they can to slow it down, and well, we'll see the T2 tower now under siege. Funny gonna go in. That's a great Ice Blast, and Primal Split not gonna come out. Funny gets too greedy. He went for the clap as well as the split, and he gets punished for it by the silence coming out from the AA. Fog on point.
That was big. That was a big Ancient Seal.
Puppy now in some trouble here as Brax looks to retaliate. Chakram gonna miss, and Puppy can hold his ground and turn it by. Looks like Queen of Pain actually went for a kill at top lane and got it. I heard the Sonic Wave Orchid, and that's a kill there. Havos, meanwhile, trying to battle it out with Fog here. The Mystic Flare not enough, and Havos will help pick up a kill there. But the kill on Dendi was pre-Radiance. Korok, his patience paid off at top lane with a full load being blown onto the Naga Siren. Scream Sonic Wave with an Orchid, and Dendi can't survive that.
That almost looked like a picture-perfect initial hero to deal with it.
Yeah.
And yes, the Orchid is going to be useful for quite some time, but once you get his Manta Slide or even a heart, like, he doesn't really care about it.
Oh, they're going for a Black Hole, solo Black Hole. Well, Havos gonna get a Ravage off. He may actually survive this one, but in comes the Timbersaw, and well, it's not really a solo here, it's a 4. Down goes Havos. In comes Funny with the Brewmaster Primal Split. He wants 1437. He actually leaves him to the Shadow. You've got to go back and do some more damage to actually kill off this Enigma. And down, actually gets the mech off. He's still alive. He gets some trees cut to him. The escape path is there, but it's not going to be enough. Not against the Primal Split. Meanwhile, Korok gets another solo kill on Dendi. This one in the top lane. Korok's just been all over Dendi, not letting him get anything with this Radiance farm.
And again, the surprise Queen of Pain last pick. It's something that we saw IG2 and ESL, and something that is actually surprisingly effective too. They don't account for the extra Sword of Silence, and it's just really difficult to gank him without expensive cooldowns.
There's a big dive coming in here. Snake gets his BKB off and does get the return kill on the Brewmaster there with some assistance from Fox, and now the BKB wearing off Snake King on the run. Kuro will bring him down, but there is a lot of damage coming out onto Kuro from the Requiem Assault. Brax thinking about turning around Puppy. These arcane bolts continue just to decimate NaVi. Puppy's trying to earn himself up, and he gets the Ancient Seal onto Kuro. Puppy's still alive though. Survives on about 30 HP after a self-burn, and Fog trying to chase him down here. Meanwhile, it's going to be Korok on the Queen of Pain. Still doing a lot of damage there by the Secret Shop. They know where Puppy is. He's got a TP. He's going to just go for the straight TP, but there's this Blink Scream perfectly placed by Korok. Gets the kill there, and NaVi USA get 3 kills, lose their Shadow Fiend in the process, but still great exchanges coming out from the USA squad.
Shadow Fiend's getting real big. Even Skywrath Mage has a Rod of Atos. The items are mounting and mounting. Enigma is going to have a BKB soon, so they really only have, what, Rubik Ultimate as well as Naga Ultimate to deal with the BKB Black Hole, and Rubik does have a Blink Dagger though.
Everyone's just getting confused, like you BKB Enigma, Brax has his Bloodstone as well as more money on top of that. Items are just accumulating very rapidly for NaVi USA. And on the European side, it's like, well, your Brewmaster's got a Blink and some levels, but all these guys are Nova Club. Your Naga Siren still only has a Radiance. The item drop-off is very heavy for NaVi U, and normally you think Naga Siren, you get Radiance, you farm really fast, and that has not happened. Yeah. Well, oh, they want to turn this one around. Funnick's got Primal Split. Are they going to go for this? The Ice Vortex laid out, and Kuro We're in position for the Ice Blast there as well, and 1437, no BKB up just yet. Kurok will get the kill in the AA, but he's going to pay for it with his life, and Rubik gets the kill in the Enigma, so a 2-for-1 trade. They're going to find Fogged as well. This is big if they get a third kill off of this. NaVi USA just slightly overextending perhaps. Bouldertoss is there, and Kuro shows up as well. Havos now in position, gets 1 kill, but here comes Snaking, and with the... Ooh, a lot of damage from the Skywrath. Snaking helps get 1 kill, but he's looking for more. He wants Havos. Havos can't actually blink out of this one. Snaking gets slowed down by the Drunken Haze. Does not want to pop his BKB for this, and we'll see NaVi USA at least stem the bleeding there as they get a 2-for-3 trade in the top lane, but only the 2 supports they get.
Yeah, no blinks on Shadow Fiend. Can't chase anyone down. He pretty much has no move speed items too. So they need a BKB on Korok so he doesn't get destroyed by the Naga Siren ultimate. Skywrath Mage just needs to sit back and way out of use base. I don't think this is going to be a short game by any means. Their game is really good. Their team fight is decent.
Mid lane, they've got out Korok. They blow the Ravage here. They're not even going to get this kill. Funny gets silenced up. The Ice Blast is there. Korok going to walk back into it. It's going to be careful. Gets very low. The Sonic Wave could come from the high ground here. Funny gets off his Primal Split. Going to look to turn things around here. 1437 has BKB available, and Primal Split may just be used to help the retreat of NaVi EU. Rax is looking. Timber chains forward, still chasing this Earth Panda. That's exactly where that Panda's going to show up once he comes out of the Primal Split, but he'll probably be able to just go for that insta-blink away, and it looks like Funnick will escape safe and sound, but Snaking's still in the chase here. Kuro does not have Blink, and Snaking, think about what you're doing, backs off after a race.
I really do think he needs a Blink Dagger, though. He gets a Blink Dagger there, he gets an easy kill. But regardless, he still does a ton of damage, and now can they actually break the base? Maybe on the oh, Korok with a nice kill.
He's sniping Dendy left, right, and so that's 4 deaths on Dendy, all 4 coming to this.
He doesn't have a buyback either.
Well, defending high ground, they have no Ravage also. They used the Ravage mid trying to kill off the Queen of Pain and failed to do so. It looked like this was going to go the distance to be a long game, but all of a sudden with Naga Siren dead, with Tide not having Ravage, this is possible. Rax is here. Funny going to get silenced and blown to pieces here. He's got buyback, but not much NaVi EU can do. They buy back on the Brewmaster. Rubik steals Timber Chain, which is not a good spell to try and defend your high ground with. You'd much prefer to have something like Chakram here, but NaVi US, they're just going to keep shooting this tower down to 300, 200 HP. This tower's going down. One way or another, they may get to work on the Rax, at least the range Rax. The slightly easier to kill target, it's not going to heal up either, and it looks like range Rax is going to go down here.
And the tanky heroes up in front. 2 of them have BKB. 1 of them has 1700 HP with the plate, with the Bloodstone. Brax not really that scared, but Naga Siren has revived. He is TPing in.
Well, here comes Naga. Could look to set things up with a song, but there's no Ravage to follow. The Primal Split to follow. They won't get the range tracks in the end, but it's still a lot of damage being done, and NaVi US lose nothing. They can re-engage if they really want.
It's much harder to take the T3 out than the
high ground once more, looking to take the fight to NaVi EU. They do have Ravage, they do have Primal Split. Things not going to be as easy this time around, but they can just chip away at this range rack. Snaking in the front lines has a safe chance. He can't really bring this guy down. He can just turn and safe tank. Once the Ice Blast wears off, that's the problem right now. He's got Ice Blast on him. He needs to wait for that Shatter Effect to wear off. Then he can look to heal up using this lifesteal.
They look like they want... I thought they were going to jump him while he still had Ice Blast on him. Because, again, he doesn't have any mobility items. So if they get a Ravage on him before BKB, he's dead.
Yep. Well, we'll see NaVi USA back off the time being. They're still working on a pipe here. It looks like 1437 has a little ways to go before finishing that pipe. And
oh, they expect a Roshan, and the Observer Ward isn't going to scout out anyone in the top lane that is farming there. Oh, actually, it does see the Enigma, so they know that he's not there.
Okay. Well... check Roshan, could they can't really sneak roast them. I mean, they can, but it's going to take a long, long time.
They have a lot of mitigation through Drunken Haze, but they don't have the damage.
Naga Siren, not a good Roshan here. They're going to actually go in bottom lane. They're going to catch up Max here. Can he get the Bloodstone Suicide? You betcha. So, kill denied to NaVi, but still, it's 7 seconds on the sidelines. Brewmaster, Timbersaul's not even worried about that. He loses a lot of Bloodstone charges, but not a big deal for him.
Especially for a 5-man smoke gank. So,
you get so much information. Now you know where NaVi EU are.
NaVi should pick up a gem. These Observer Wards are Hiroki.
Wow, that's not good. And Snaking, once again, going to go into the high ground, going to chip at this range rack, so it looks like we may see it finally go down. Ice Blast going to come through, but it's too late. Damage has been done. Snaking now getting to work on the melee Rex. They're also pressuring top. Korok, it's a split-pronged attack. Korok clearing things, the Eidolon's also there. They've got to jump on this, and Korok just blinks himself out of there. Meanwhile, Snaking can go back in mid lane now. It's just continuous split push. He is getting repelled by a Naga Siren Radiant Illusion, and The melee rack's taking just a couple hundred damage, which it will regen off, so... Split push only works for so long. I think they're not strong enough that they can just have their core heroes split up. They need to be together for when a black hole comes down, and they need to just focus their efforts on the same racks, and that's what they're going to do now at the mid lane. Snaking. Pops his Satanic, just heals up on creeps here. I like that Satanic use. Just use it before you get ice blasted so you're full HP at the start of the fight.
Structures are fortified.
It's basically like a free cheese as far as HP goes. Whenever you like down to like half HP or third HP, you just pop it and heal off the creep wave.
Generally, it's not that great versus AA ultimate, but if you're not using it during a team fight, then it's all good. So, NaVi having a lot of trouble sieging down this last melee rack.
You can push without Ravage being available, though I don't think NaVi are going to have heroes off pushing on their own for too much longer. Like, here comes the mid lane push, and I don't think NaVi can defend this Rax. I think they've just got to let it go and defend the next lane of Raxes here. Snaking with an SKB out, they just don't too much damage. They are going to try to defend it, they jump Snaking, can they bring him down? They can! The Black Hole's a bit too late to save the Shadow Fiend, catches up the Primal Split Warriors as well. Korok gets ensnared during his BKB, Sonic Wave goes out, the stolen Black Hole comes from Kuros, gets Korok as well as 40,000, but the damage is not there! Down goes the Rubik, Korok still standing, one standing, blink, right click, gets the kill! Korok now in trouble, he will pay for this with his life, down goes the Queen of Fate, Funny comes out of the ultimate now as well, and without that ultimate he does not have the protection he needs. Melee Rack still exposed, Dendy's fought back, they want the Rack, they'll pay for it with their life perhaps, and 1437 secures the melee racks, but he does go down in return. A big team fight, pretty back and forth, even team fight, but end of the day, NaVi USA get what they come for, and that's the melee racks.
I don't even think 1437 needed to cast a black hole there. They
have to be defended one way or another by NaVi.
Dendi bought out. He has a Reaver. Well, he didn't have buyback anyways, but this is the time.
You have to do whatever you can. Well, we'll see what they can do. They're going to kill Snaking twice, and that's really the big worry here. You can't just jump on him and use a Ravage just to kill the Shadow Fiend anymore when he's got this Aegis. He'll have the BKB when he respawns, and that means the first time you kill him it's going to be without the Ravage. Unless you're getting a Ravage on the multiple heroes, you're going to win a fight off it. There comes your pipe. Snaking just going to focus down the range track. So hard to engage. You can't use that extra Ravage KO here. Kuro going to go in. What's he stolen? It's just a Midnight Pulse, but this is a nice one to have to defend. He's going to just lay it down. There goes your Midnight Pulse. Sonic Wave comes out. Kuro silencer. He goes down. Astos are boss. They've got no tide, no Rubik for this fight, and Korok. BKB now wearing off, he's going to be a bit careful, but they killed the Brewmaster Primal Split, and now NaVi out of options, they GG out. USA have done it. The NaVi American squad take out their European counterpart, and it's GG at 40 minutes in.
Shadow Fiend, first appearance, played very well and drafted into a very fitting lineup, and I think the MVP, although Korok died a lot, he killed Dendi so many times, and just he made NaVi like reconsider. They really couldn't do anything about him. They wanted to stop him from farming Orchid, and then once he got his Orchid, he just constantly killed Nagasiren with or without Radiance.
Yeah, Korok's rotations with that Orchid. I mean, finding Dendi so many countless times really was a big difference maker.
And Skywrath too. That one Ancient Seal, that was like the nail in the coffin for NaVi trying to defend their towers up until the T3.
Well, NaVi US.